Start. Five, four, three, two, one. โอเคครับ Sure. Start.
Okay, Master.
ครับ เข้าเรียนวิชาไซแอนด้วยนะครับ
มาค่ะเด็กๆมาลูกไซแอนมา
โอ้ยคนแรกเลยห้องสี่ครับ
โอ้ยห้องหนึ่งรักเลยมากเลย
สุภกิจห้องสี่
เข็มกีฬาสู้มาลูก
One like. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to have a short review, and after the review, we will be having our first test. We will be using a Google form, and for today's test, we have listening 10 points, reading 10 points, and writing 10 points. Okay, so we will still be waiting for some students to come in. At the moment, there are 14 students. Okay, Ayakan is here, room 7. Please don't forget to type in your name, your class, and your number. And we have 30 minutes for the lesson and another 30 minutes for the test. I will be guiding you in answering your Google form, so everybody would really understand on what to do. Okay, we will be waiting for additional, I think, 2 or 3 minutes before we could start. Okay, we have 31 viewers at the moment. Please be ready with your other devices because we will be answering Google form questions later for 30 minutes. But before we do that, we have our S1, which is about speaking activity. I will be giving points later for those who will be able to answer. And for those who are not in this live, you can still send your answers by commenting under the video when this video will be uploaded in YouTube. Nah? So don't tell me, teacher, I was busy that time. Teacher, I was sick. Never mind, you can still send your comments and your answers under this video. At the moment, there are 44. Master, how many students before I will start?
37 now, teacher.
Okay. How many students are we going to wait with?
After you.
After me. Okay. For today, we are going to have 50 minutes. Nah? During the past time, we only had 30 minutes. But today, we will be hearing each other for 15 minutes. Okay, sign in your name and your class and your number. It should be in English. Teacher Sam is recording your scores. And this will be included in your S1, speaking test 1. And later, for those who just signed in, we have a listening, reading, and writing activity. So it means that for today, we have S1, L1, R1, and W1 for listening, reading, writing, and speaking. We've got 62 viewers at the moment. Okay, 66. Tira Papa, please write your class and your number. I think you are room 2. No, Miss, no. Tira Papa is room 2.
Yes.
Number 32, right? 30. Room 2, number 32 or 30? I'm not sure. 30. I think number 30. Please don't forget to write your class and your number as well. Eh? Not only your name. Okay, we've got 77 viewers at the moment. Still need to reach more than 100. Now, because we will have a review first, so everybody could get a passing score in our upcoming exam. For those who just signed in, there will be an exam after our short review today. I will be showing you the 3 PowerPoints that I've made, in our day 1, day 2, day 3, and today is our day 4. On our day 4, there will be an exam. But for those who are not able to see the live in the past 3 weeks, I have made a summary of the lesson, and so please listen and try to understand. Try to remember those examples, and then we will be having our exam after the review. We have 92 students.
มาเลยค่ะเด็กๆตามเพื่อนๆมาเลยนะคะ ถ้าใครมาก่อนแล้วก็รอสักครู่นะคะ
ห้องใช่ไหม
ทุกห้องทุกห้อง
Okay, this is for room 1 to room 8. We have 96 at the moment.
งั้นเช็คชื่อก่อนนะครับเช็คเนม
Okay.
นักเรียนเข้าเช็คชื่อก่อนนะคะ เดี๋ยวมาเลือกแบบจะส่งให้นะคะ เตรียมรอก่อนเรา
เราเรียนด้วยนะครับแค่2 คาบเอง
Okay, room 5 are here.
อีก2 คาบเองกัดมันไว้
Okay, checking of attendance first.
จำนวนผู้เข้าอบรมเยอะผิด
ไม่ใช่คุณครูแต่ละช่วงวัยก็จะมีความคล้ายคลึงกันในช่วงวัย
แกอบรมแทนมิตรก่อน
ของเราก็จะสดใสวัยที
ทีอะไร
2 ที
How many team
2 ที
เด็กๆคะเข้าเช็คชื่อนะคะแล้วรีบกลับมาลูกอันนี้คืออะไรตามเพื่อนมานิดนึงเนาะตามเพื่อนมานิดนึงนะคะเพื่อนไหมเราเด็กๆใช่ไหมเด็กชั่วโมงไปเด็กได้ไหม
ออกเลย
มาจะแบบไอ้เรื่องอะไรเร็วเลยค่ะมาน้องสิมา
ไปกับเพื่อนเอ็ม
พี่ตาเอาด้วยพี่ตาเอาไปงั้นกลับไปนั่งที่เดิม
You should you can talk with students.
Oh, I can talk with the students. How long will I wait for the
เด็ก
attendance?
ๆจ๋าหนูไปตามเพื่อนๆมาเร็ว
Attendance 2 minutes.
ลองเข้า
1 minute. Okay.
แล้วเรียกเพื่อนๆมาหน่อยนะคะลูกครูยังสแตนบายอยู่เลยนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นทุกคนเหนื่อยลูกมา
Okay, 100.
น้อย
Okay.
ของนวีเขียนชื่อด้วยภาษาอังกฤษนะครับ
Okay, don't forget to write your name in English. Somebody wrote his room 8, number 6. Please write in English so Teacher Sam could record also your attendance. Okay, all this time during this period, everyone is expected to write only in English. No one should write in Thai characters. We've got 96. We will be starting upon reaching 100. Again, please tell your friends today we are going to have a test. The test is a 30-item examination. We are going to have a test.
Okay, teacher 107 student.
Okay, shall we start now? Okay, we shall start now. Again, for today's activity, we have a review. In the review, I will be asking questions. And after the review, we will proceed to our test. Still, our topic today, this is our last day that we are going to discuss about this topic, heat and temperature. Today is our day number 4. I will be showing you once again the vocab that you have learned and try to remember all this. There will be a question and answer during the test. Number 1, heat. Number 2, thermal equilibrium. Number 3, water vapor. Number 4, specific heat. And number 5, latent heat. Heat, it means the hotness or coldness of an object. Thermal equilibrium means the balance. Because in our surroundings, there is a balance. The things that in our surroundings keep on meeting at the balance between hot and cold. Now, just like in this classroom, we need to turn on the aircon so it's not going to be too hot. Something like that. Water vapor is a gas that comes from a boiling water. Specific heat is the temperature of an object, and the latent heat is the amount of temperature for an object to change into another phase. Example, water to ice needs 0 degrees Celsius. Another example, water to gas needs 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, next let's continue vocab number 6 to 10. Thermal expansion. Expansion, it means to become bigger. Solid, liquid, and gas tends to increase in size when the temperature becomes higher. But gas has the most, is among these three, gas will expand the most. Just like, for example, a hot air balloon. Nah, you need to put some fire to make the balloon hot. To make the gas inside the balloon hot so the balloon can go up. Temperature is the hotness and coldness of an object. This is measured using a thermometer. Can be measured in degrees Celsius, letter C, degree Fahrenheit, degree F, or Kelvin. Kelvin is the most accurate and it is used in scientific experiments in the laboratory. Thermometer is a kind of thing that we use to measure the temperature. There is a bulb, and inside the bulb there is some mercury. Who can tell me the symbol of element mercury? Again, mercury is the element that is found inside the bulb of a thermometer. The other one is alcohol. But most of the thermometer there is some mercury. For 2 points. Please type in your answer. Who can tell me what is the symbol, pensanyalak symbol of the element mercury? M-E-R-C-U-R-Y. We have learned already about this. Waiting for answers. Again, my question, what is the element symbol of mercury? Is there anybody from the group? Element symbol of mercury. We've got 130 students here.
HG.
HG, you are correct. Kitty Poom, I think he is room 8 now. Kitty Poom, room 8, number 26. You are correct, plus 2 points. Proceed. Freezing point. Freezing point is the point by which liquid turns to gas. Liquid turns to solid at 0 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is when a liquid turns to gas at 100 degrees Celsius. Next, number 11 to 15, melting point. Melting point is when a solid turns to liquid. Condensation point is when a liquid turns to gas. Gas turns to liquid, Conduction of heat, convection of heat, and radiation of heat. Conduction of heat happens only in solid. Convection of heat happens only in liquid and gas, but radiation of heat does not need solid, liquid, or gas to pass through the heat. The same as what happens of the heat from the sun that goes to the earth, even if there is vacuum. Okay? We learned about this, that in 18th century, human thought that a heat is a kind of fluid. Fluid is a liquid. Nah? Again, this is just a review. Do not tell me, teacher, we've learned already about this. Yes, we've learned already about this, but I have to show this once again so everybody could answer the test later. Nah? Okay, let's continue. But that thing changed during the 19th century. That human found out that this is a form of energy. It is not a solid, it's not a liquid, it is not a gas, but this is a form of energy. Okay, who can tell me what are other examples of energy? If you can give me one, then you have 1 point. If you give me 2 examples, you have 2 points. Again, my question, what are other examples of energy aside from heat? Heat is an energy. What are any other examples? Okay, please type in your question. What are other examples of energy?
Sunlight, teacher.
Uh-huh. Sunlight. Yes, it is a light energy. You are correct, Pilanut.
Electricity.
Electric energy. Yes, you are correct. Another example. Light energy. Yes, it's correct. Another example. The one that happens in our stomach when we eat the food and there is been ระบบย่อยอาหาร digestion inside your stomach. Chemical. Yes, excellent. That's correct. Wind energy, chemical energy, light energy. Okay, those are examples of energy. Don't worry, kids. Students, I will be recording your scores later after this is uploaded. Okay, we're finished with this. Heat is an energy that transferred from one place to another. These are thermometers and these are water molecules. We've learned about this. And this heat energy can be converted. Converted, another word is to change into another form of energy, just like this. When the car moves after burning the diesel, it is chemical energy to heat energy to mechanical energy. We are done with this. Continue. Now, what happened to this girl? This girl is sick because, as you can see in her face, she has a towel, it's not a towel, a cloth on his forehead, and he looks pale. She looks pale. She is breathing not the normal way, so she is sick. It means that her body is hot. The temperature of her body is about what? When you have a fever, what is the temperature from what until what is the temperature of your body? She is sick, she has a fever. She has a fever. It means her body temperature is above normal. It means her body temperature is above normal. She is sick. And so her temperature, her body temperature is around. The woman was unwell because she was playing rainwater. Yeah, he said, is it she or he? Kitsana said, if you play with the water somewhere, you might get sick. Yes, your idea is correct. 37 to 40 can be 37.5, 37, 37.5 up to 40. Those answers are correct. And so her body temperature moves up, and so there is a flow of heat from a hotter to a cooler object. In this picture, the hotter object is his body, and the cooler object is the one that is put on his forehead. So there is a movement of heat from the body to this cloth. So we can achieve thermal equilibrium. Equilibrium เป็น balance นะ There is a balance of heat in your body. So from hot object to cold object, there is only one way, 26 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. Okay, we've learned about this, and we learned also last time that the heat is very important in our daily life. This is lighting or making a fire. What F is used to make a fire? When you struck a thing against another thing, what F is used? FR means when you strike one thing to another thing, it means it uses FRI. Who can tell me what's the vocab? Waiting for answers. We've got global warming. It starts with FRI. Yeah, burning something can cause global warming. Yes, you have the idea.
Go to number 7, teacher.
What's the answer is friction. You are correct. Silanat, excellent job. Friction causes the fire to come out from this kind of material. And the heat is very important in our everyday life. It is used for cooking, and so we could eat the food that we should be eating every day. We've learned about this, that fire or heat makes an object hot. Like this, when you grill the meat under the coal, it turns hot. So you can touch them. You have to use a tongue to get this and transfer to your plate. And this one also, yes, it has a light energy, but this is used in a hospital to make the baby feels hot, or maybe in a poultry for the newly hatched chicks, baby chicken. Okay, we've learned that heat makes an object catch a fire. This is used to make fire when you go for a camp. But I'm sorry, maybe this year you cannot go to the camp, no? Because of our situation. So heat makes object catch a fire. And this is used in the camp, in the mountain. When the temperature is too low and you feel very cold, you can also make a fire when you are having a camp or when you are having a picnic, maybe near the beach or near the mountain. Number 3, heat causes a change in the state of matter. There is a melting point and there is a boiling point. So these are the effects of heat in our life. Heat can also make something expand. Expand, it means to increase in size. Like this, hot air balloon. Like this, we have crisps or chips cooked in a very hot oil, and we have muffins cooked using the microwave oven. So the heat makes something bigger. It will expand. The root word is expand. Expand and expansion. Okay, next. Heat can also cause changes in a matter, just like this egg. When you cook an egg, there is a chemical change. You can't make this into fresh egg again. It's a chemical change. This is what? When the plant uses heat from the sun to make food and for their growth, what is the name of this process? Can you still remember? It starts with letter P. Again, this question means a process by which a plant uses the heat from the sun and that is used to make food, and that food will help the plant to grow. What is the name of this process? It's a long word and I need correct spelling. Again, it is the process by which plants make their food with the help of the sun. The sunlight coming from the sun. We've got answer from Benton, photosynthesis. Correct spelling. You're excellent. Warakat, you are also correct. Siranat, also correct. Nanapat and Luanmani. Luanmani, room 3, number 1. Welcome. And also the fireworks in during the New Year 2021, a lot of us witnessed the beauty of fireworks around Bangkok and all over the world. These are the effects of heat to the matter. Let's continue. This was in our meeting number 2. Now, for those who are not able to join our lesson number 2, these were the topics. We have the changes in the matter, freezing point. In freezing point, liquid turns to solid. Just like water to ice cream, rain to snow, like this. This is a freezing point. L changes to S. What kind of temperature? Low temperature. Next, we also had our topic number 2, melting point. In melting point, this is the opposite of freezing point. Solid changes into liquid, S changes into L, and it needs a high temperature, just like a candle. In this picture, the heat comes from the fire on top of the candle. In this picture, the heat comes from the corn. In this picture, the heat comes from the syrup here, and here the heat comes from somewhere, as well as this and as well as this. So these are examples of melting point. The third one was about boiling point. This time, liquid changes into gas. So this is L changed to G. It needs a high temperature. Why? Because this high temperature makes the particles move, vibrate, and they turn into gas. What is the name of that gas again? It has 2 words, W, V. Again, what is the name of that gas that comes out from a boiling water as a result of boiling point? Which room is?
Room 8, number 13.
Room 8, number 13. You are correct. Another answers from another students from different room. Yes, vapor with O or vapor with OU, that is correct. Without U is an American English. With U is a British English. Both acceptable. Somebody wrote his name in Thai. Please change. Ravikan, please change into English. Okay, this is a water vapor. You are correct. Without U or with U, it is just the same. And the last one was the condensation point. This is the opposite of boiling point. Gas changes into liquid. G changes into L, and it needs a low temperature. Low temperature makes the gas gather together, group together, and they become liquid just like this. When you put some ice inside the glass of water, the air around this glass will stick together and they turn into water like this. Condensation point. And this was our lesson number 3. For those who are not able to join our lesson number 3 after New Year, listen to this. Heat can move. That's why we have heat transfer. The heat can be transferred from one place to another, from one object to another object. Because heat is an energy, it can transfer only from one direction, which is from hot object to cold object. Reverse cannot be. It should only be from hot object to a cold object. So this is heat transfer. We've learned that this can be transferred in 3 different ways. Can you still remember C, and R? Please write down your answers. Who can still remember the 3 ways by which heat can be transferred from one object to another, from a hot object to a cooler object? 3 points for the 3 words C, and R. Can you still remember?
จำได้ไหมคะเด็กๆ CCR คืออะไรเอ่ย
And these are the 3 ways by which heat can be transferred from a hotter object to a cooler object. 147 viewers, please stand.
Conduction, convention, radiation of heat.
Yes, miss. Correct. Conduction, convection, and radiation of heat. Shotiwit, you are correct. Tiratham, you are correct. And room 2, number 46, you are also correct. Chawanlak, you are also correct. These are the 3 are conduction of heat, convection of heat, and radiation of heat. Of course, we've learned about this last week, and these are the 3 processes. Conduction travels in solid particles, solid only. Convection travels in liquid and in gas. And radiation does not need a solid, a liquid, or a gas. It will just radiate from the surface of where the heat comes from. Okay, we will continue conduction of heat. Transfer from one object particle to particle just like this. We cannot see it. These are solid particles. They are very close and they can be transferred easily because they are very close with each other. So the heat can move faster just like this. When you cook something and you hold this part of the pan, you will feel the heat because it can move very fast, very quickly from this point to this point. Let us continue. What are the examples of good conductors? Those are metals, pans, another one nails, another one metallic rod. Those are examples of good conductors of heat. There are also bad conductors of heat: wood, plastic, rubber. These are bad conductors of heat. And the uses of conductors used for cooking. I have already explained this last time. Another example, it is used for these handles. These are conductors but bad conductors, so you can hold it for a long time. It will not make you feel very hot. Next, woolen cloth keep us warm during cold season. They are bad conductors of heat. The heat will stay in your body. Next, for the bad conductors of heat, the ice box and the plastic. We've learned about this. And also we have convection of heat from solid, no, from liquid and gas only. Solid is for conduction. This one in the liquid. The water will move, and this movement of the water will make the temperature inside the pot will be the same. In gases as well inside the room, these gases are from the heat from the fire when you turn on the heater, room heater. It does not occur in solid. And these are used in chimneys, smokestacks, and in the kitchen as well. These are also used in air conditioner, are fixed on top because hot air goes up and cold air goes down. So when you turn on the air conditioner, since the air from here is cold, it will go down and you can feel it. The direction is going down. And this is the opposite for the heater. They're installed on the floor because hot air goes up. So when you turn on the heater, the hot air goes up and it will, it's not a heater, it will spread all throughout the room. Next, radiation. The heat from the sun goes to the earth. Another one, these are the fireplace. At the back of this is shiny surface. And this will reflect the heat so you can feel it in your feet. And this time it is required, it is better to wear white shirt during summer because it does not hold heat. It reflects the heat. It means the heat will come out and you feel comfortable and you will feel fresh. But for the dark colored shirt, it is better to wear it during cold season, just like today, because the heat will be absorbed in your body. It will not reflect, so it will stay in your body. And this heat will stay there and you will feel better. And this one, during summertime, the heat will come out and you will also feel better and comfortable. And as well as the room heater, it is shiny at the back, so people can feel the reflection of the heat going out towards the front of this. Okay, that was all. That's all for today. That was only for the review. Today we are going to answer a Google form. Please scan or use the link. Master, can we also send the link?
Yes.
นักเรียนคะสแกนเลยหรือไม่ได้ก็เดี๋ยวลิงก์เดี๋ยวมาเพิ่มแท็กจะนี้ให้นะคะส่งให้
ได้ครับแคปหน้าจอได้ไหมครับ
แคปหน้าจอไว้ได้ไหมครับ
แคปหน้าจอไว้ได้นะ
แค
ค
ปห
รั
น้า
บ
จอไว้ก่อนค่ะ
We have 150. Okay. 151. Okay, please thumbs up if you were able to open the link.
Master แขกส่งลิงก์ให้แล้วนะคะเด็กๆเข้าเลยลูก underscore page point link
Yes, Master. Okay, Master Cake has sent the link to the comment section. You can also click the link for your reference. Okay, and the first part, please fill out this part first. You cannot go to other part without filling this. Here, please write your full name. This format might be different from another subject. Please write your full name in English. And there is a space there under your full name. Please write this way. Room
number.
Please write the full spelling. ROOM. So I can easily group you into classroom. Room space 8 space number space your number.
โอเคค่ะนักเรียนคะใส่ชื่อเต็มนะคะเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะคะช่องที่2ก็เป็นภ เลขห้องแต่ว่าให้ใส่คำว่า room และใส่คำว่า number ด้วยนะคะให้ใส่เต็มนะคะแล้วก็เว้นวรรคตามที่เชื่อบอกเลยนะคะถ้านักเรียนได้เว้นวรรคจะยากต่อการเรียนลำดับของที่เชื่อนะคะ
Yes, so I can easily group you when I will record your scores later. Okay? Okay, let's start now. I will be guiding you in answering the test, so you have to wait for others to fill in their full name, room blank, and number blank. Okay, part 1, we have a listening test. In listening test, you just have to listen to me. I will be reading the questions 2 or 3 times, and then you just have to choose the answer. Part 1, question number 1 to number 5, it's true or false only. Just pick true or false. We have only 2 options. Questions number 6 to 10 is a multiple choice. You've got 4 options. Choose the best answer. Okay, please tell me if you can't hear my voice. I will come closer to the microphone.
นักเรียนคะฟังจากทีเชอร์นะคะทีเชอร์จะอ่านให้ฟังนะคะไม่ได้ไปฟังจากที่ไหนฟังจากทีเชอร์นะคะถ้านักเรียนไม่ได้ยินเสียงทีเชอร์ให้นักเรียนพิมพ์มาว่าไม่ได้ยินแต่ว่าถ้าเกิดนักเรียนได้ยินก็โอเคเงียบๆนะคะ
Okay? Okay, thank you so much, Miss. There's no video at all to listen. Yes, there is no video at all to listen this time. I will be doing it in our next activity. For this time, I am going to dictate the question.
Okay.
Because it's going to be hard. Sometimes other teachers prepare the video, but I will do it next time, don't worry. I will not repeat the same thing.
Yes, this time listen to teacher ค่ะ
Yes, the time. Okay, let's start now. Question number 1. Please choose only true or false. Question number 1. Heat always flows from a hot object to a cold object. Again, question number 1. Heat always flows from a hot object to a cold object. True or false?
Just question number 1 นะคะเด็กๆถามค่ะทีเชอร์แหละ
Okay, one last time. Question number 1. Heat always flows from a hot object to a cold object. True or false?
Teacher please black master tag
ครับผม
black ครับ That please let teacher because it
Okay.
รอเดี๋ยวนะคะเด็กๆรอเดี๋ยวนะคะเอาใกล้มาสะดุด
มีสะดุดนิดหน่อย
แป๊บเดียวนะคะแป๊บเดียวเดี๋ยวเพิ่งไปนะคะฟิลมีร้อยครูเราลูกตอนนี้คุณครูกำลังแก้นะคะรอสักครู่ลูกเดี๋ยวนะคะสักครู่เด็กๆได้ยินเสียงเนาะรอสักครู่นะคะแต่ก็แหลก
น่าจะเป็นที่เด็กน่าจะเป็นที่หนึ่งโรงเรียน
เนี่ยตรงนี้นะคะแต่ว่าเด็กๆลองเช็คที่เน็ตตัวเองก่อนนะคะเพราะว่าอย่างของมิสขึ้นแล้วเนี่ยใจเย็นขึ้นแล้วนะคะเนี่ย
แต่นิดหน่อย
ขึ้นแล้วนะคะเด็กๆขึ้นแล้วขึ้นหรือยังโอเคน่าจะขึ้นแล้วแหละนะคะ โ โอเคมาแล้วค่ะ
ช่วยได้ครับ
มาแล้วค่ะพี่เชอร์พี่เชอร์ไม่เหรออ้าวหายแล้วอะไรแบบหายแล้ว
มาแล้วครับโอเคครับ
We can hear the flower is lacking ท่าทางนักเรียนคะเอายังไงดีให้ทีเชอร์อ่านไปก่อนไหมเนาะ
ได้เลยครับได้เลยครับไปแล้ว
Okay.
Okay, teacher, question number 2.
Shall we proceed to question number 2?
Teacher.
Okay, question number 2. The boiling point of water is at 212 degrees Celsius. True or false? Number 2. The boiling point of a water is at 212 degrees Celsius. Is it true or false? For the third time, the boiling point of the water is at 212 degrees Celsius. True or false? Question number 3. The heat from the sun reaches the earth through the process of convection. True or false? The heat from the sun reaches to the earth through the process called convection. True or false? One last time, the heat from the sun reaches the earth through the process of convection.
Answer true or false?
Yes, true or false? That's question number 3. Next, let's proceed. Question number 4. During the process of condensation, liquid turns to solid due to low temperature. Number 4. During the process of condensation, liquid turns to solid due to low temperature. It's easy, no? Last one. During the process of condensation, liquid turns to solid due to low temperature. True or false? Last question for true or false. Number 5. Question number 5. We should wear dark shirts during winter because they absorb heat. True or false? Again, we should wear dark colored clothes or shirt during cold season or winter because it absorbs more heat. True or false? Again, last question. We should wear dark colored shirts or clothes during winter or cold season because they absorb more heat. True or false? Okay, question number 6 to 10. This is multiple choice. Choose the best answer.
ข้อ6ถึงข้อ10นะคะ เลือกตัวเลือกนะคะ มีตัวเลือกที่เลือกฟังดี
Okay, number 6. Heat is the form of blank. Other examples are mechanical, chemical, light, and many others. Number 6. Heat is a blank. Is a form of blank. Other examples are chemical, mechanical, light, and many others. What is the answer? Last round. Heat is the form of blank. Other examples are chemical, mechanical, and light. Number 7. This vocab refers to the state of balance in a temperature. Number 7. This vocab means the state of balance in a temperature. For example, if the body of the human is 34 degrees Celsius, then the cloth on his forehead is also be 34 degrees Celsius. Number 7, this refers to the state of balance in the temperature of an object around us. Number 8, very easy. This device is used to measure the temperature. Some of them are made from mercury and others are from alcohol. Number 8, this device is used to measure the temperature. We usually use this in the lab or at home. Others are made from mercury. The liquid inside is called mercury, and others have alcohol. Question number 9. This process in which heat is transferred in liquid and gases. Number 9, this process happens when the heat is transferred only in liquids and gases. Example, the air conditioner. Another example, the heater. Another example, the chimney in your kitchen. Number 9, this process of heat transfer happens only in liquid and gas. And last question, number 10. Question number 10. This happens when the temperature of an object reaches to 0 degrees Celsius. Number 10. This happens when the temperature of an object reaches to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's proceed for the reading test. Or you just have to read and answer your question. In the reading test, 11 to 15 is a multiple choice and 16 to 20 is also a multiple choice. I'll give you 5 minutes to answer. If you have a question, please type in your question. This time, teacher will not be helping anymore because this is a reading test. You have to understand these questions by yourself. Okay, that is 11 to 15. For sure others are finished. 16 to 20, you have to read this and answer the question afterwards. The answers are found here. Okay, these are the questions for number 16 to 20. You have to read the passage about heat and answer the questions. Yeah, Warathat, I will end at 3 o'clock. You have 3 minutes left. So if you're done, you may proceed to the writing test. I will not close this question for 1 week, so if you will not finish during my period, you still have some other time to finish the test. For those who are finished, I will be explaining to you what to do with the writing test. Just explain the picture only in 2 sentences. 2 sentences only, not too much. You will not finish on time. Yeah, it's 2:58. I only have 2 minutes.
ว่าถ้าพี่ช่วยยังเหลือ2 นาทีลูก
Yes, Surahat, don't worry. I will not be closing this exam for a week, not 1 week. If you will not be able to finish today, find some other time to finish. For the writing test, you have to write 2 sentences about these pictures.
เขียนกีฬาสลิงกี้แล้วนะ
เข็มจิโร่
Kamchira room 2. Number 22.
yes
Okay, welcome, Kamchira.
ดีได้ซิงไปเลยลูก
Okay, for the writing test, again, you just have to write 2 sentences about the picture. Again, the topic is about heat. Your answer should be about heat. Do not write, I love pork. The pork is delicious. Yeah, it's true. But you have to write sentences which is about our topic. Okay? This one, 2 sentences. And this one, what happened here? This one as well. And this one as well. Okay, that's for the writing test. Again, write sentences about the topic, which is heat and temperature. You can say, the balloons are very colorful. Yeah, it's correct, if it is an English class. But since our class is science, and you have to explain it using our main topic, but you can write, the fire makes the air blank. And after that, the balloon will blank. Something like that. Okay? We have 1 minute left.
Yep.
Oh, I think it's already time.
กิตติภพครับเป็นการให้เขียนประโยคเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะคะแต่ว่าเป็นการเขียนที่เกี่ยวข้องกับเรื่องที่คุณเรียนนะคะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องการถ่ายเทความร้อนเนาะอันนี้ทำให้ครูค่ะนั่นแหละค่ะเขียนเกี่ยวกับเรื่องที่นักเรียนเรียนนะคะไม่ใช่เขียนบรรยายแบบว่าให้มันสวยไม่ใช่นะคะ
ไม่ใช่เขียนบรรยายภาพนะลูก
Okay.
เขียนบรรยายโดยใช้ความรู้ทางวิทยาศาสตร์หน่อยโอเคนั่นแหละค่ะถูกต้อง
เรื่องการถ่ายเทความร้อน
Okay. Should I end now, Miss Saifulin?
yes
Okay, should I finish? Okay, for those who are not able to finish, you can still answer those questions if you have free time. Okay?
อันเดียว
โอเคค่ะ
Okay.
โอเคครับ ใครยังไม่ได้เช็คชื่อนะครับด่วนเลยครับ
ปิดไปแล้วด้วย
ปิดไปแล้วด้วยนะครับ ก็แสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับ
ข้าวต่อไปข้าวสุดท้าย
อีกคาบหนึ่งนะลูก อีกคาบหนึ่งนะ ใจเย็นๆ อีกคาบหนึ่งนะครับ โอเคครับที่ช่วยเอ็น
Okay, thank you. And see you again next time.
บ๊ายบาย
Thank you teacher ครับ
เด็กๆคะเหลืออีก1 คำนะคะโอ้ยแต่ดูแล้วคนเหลือน้อยจัง